Alright, Title 49 CFR Part 200 Informal Rules Practice with Passenger Service 201, 201 General 203 Definitions 205 Application 207 Objections 209 Hearings 211 Orders Approval Determinations 213 Publication. Alright, 201 General. For the part prescribed procedure under the application will receive the hearing with which rules the orders will be issued for the subsection 402 and subsection 402E and subsection 406 for the Railway Passenger Service Act of Title 45 U.S. Standard Code 562E 566. Definitions. Act means the Railway Passenger Service Act of Title 45 U.S. Standard Code 500. Intent sequence administrative railroad, the Federal Railroad Administrator, Depot Administrator of the FRA delegated with either. The Amtrak means the National Railroad Passenger Corporation. Amtrak trains mean trains operated on the behalf of the Amtrak. Chief of the Council means the Chief of the Council, acting Chief of the Council of the FRA. Downgrade of the facility means the reduction of the track classification specified by the FRA Track Safety Standards, Title 49 CFR Part 213. Any other interchange of the facility which may increase the time and record of the passenger train to operate over the route of the service of the such facility located. Alright, G. Facilities may be required by the track of the railroad or right over the way. Fixed equipment in the facility, rail property improvement with it includes the signal system, passenger system, railway repair track, signal station buildings, platforms, and additional junction facilities such as water, fuel, steam, electrical, and airlines. H. The FRA means Federal Railroad Administration. Railroad means the person provided with the railroad transportation with the compensation. And J means shipper means for the person contracting with one or more railroads for the freight transportation. 205. Each of the application objection of this part shall be submitted with the written docket clerk of the office of the Chief of the Council, Federal Railroad Administration, 1200 New Jersey Avenue, Southeast Washington, D.C. 20590. Any procedural issue arrived with the submission with consideration application under this part, such as the timeline accuracy, shall be heard with the decide with the administrative panel established in Statute 209. Any railroad adversely affected with the preference of the requirement of the subjection 402 of the Act apply with the administrator for any of the ordering or other requirement. Each of the applications shall 1. List the endpoints of the route that are so effective to explain every route listed for how the preference requirement of the subsection 402 will materially lessen the quality of the freight service for the application of the shippers, including information, data, documents sufficient to support the explanation, and include the analysis of whether and how the Amtrak compensation of the railroad shall be reduced for the preference requirements of the law altered. D. In accordance with section 406 of the Act, any railroad may apply with the administrator for the approval of the downgrade disposal of the facility. Each of the applications shall list the facility proposed with the downgrading of the disposal, describe and give the location of each facility, and identify the most recent passenger train passenger service and made with such facilities. Contain each facility analysis for the cost of the railroad could avoid with not required to maintain and retain the facility of the condition required by the Amtrak, including information data component sufficient to support the analysis. In addition, with the data provided with the application should furnish the administrator with the other information administrator find necessary in order to make the determination required by the Act. Each of the application shall properly notify the registered certified mail any other party affected with the application or the Amtrak of the railroad or submission of such application under this part shall be provided with a copy of the application which notice of a United States Postal Service receipt with the registered with the certified mails constitutes a prima facie evidence of the notice. 207. Objection. Amtrak or any other party have 30 days from the date of the application received with the FRA pursuant to Section 402E of the Act with the objection of the proposed alteration with the preference of the requirement. Sub-objection shall be written that shall reference with the date of the railroad former passenger routes application where it pertains to Amtrak shall have within 30 days of the date of the application received with the FRA pursuant to Section 406 of the Act to object to any of the following facility downgrades disposal proposed in such applications such objections and being written and shall reference with the date of the railroad former passenger and the application in which pertains shall be listed with the facility, description and location of the specific downgrades and disposal which of the abstract object. 209. Hearings. Pursuant to any application under this part, the pre-hearing conference will be held if necessary and desirable with the administrator. Pursuant to the application under this part, an oral hearing will be held and required to be satisfied and found necessary to be desired by the administrator. Hearings shall be constructed with the panel designated by the administrative accountants of 3 FRA employees, including the Chief of the Council with a member of his and her staff, who serve with the chair of the panel with the associated administrator with the intercity programs of his or her delegate. D. Hearing should be informed of the facts of the proceeding limited with the issue identified with the panel. Section 556, 557, Title 5 U.S. Standard Code shall not apply. All direct evidence should be reduced with the writing and submitted with the docket clerk with the 30 days of advantage of the hearing unless the requirements expressed of the waived by the panel with the copies shall be furnished with all parties with the concurrently with the submission of the docket clerk. The panel may be provided with oral representation. Cross-examination shall be applied with the rules of evidence and find necessary to the extent deemed appropriate by the panel. Only the interested person, including the members of the public, may participate in the hearings through the submission of the written data and oral presentation and arguments. 211. Order and approval of the determination. Administrator shall promptly approve the downgrading of the disposal of any facility which the Amtrak does not submit the timely objection under this part. The orders and approval of the determination issued by the administrative panel with under this part constitute the administrative action shall be final. The determination under this part are not required to be based exclusively on the recorded hearing record of the hearing. Alright, 213, publication. General notice of any of the hearing published in the Federal Register not less than 10 days before the hearing shall include a statement of the time and place nature of the hearing and in reference to legal authority under the hearing is being held. 3, a description of the subject is issue involved. Any order, approval, of determinate nomination resulting from any of the hearing under the part which should be published in the Federal Register.